Hey, everybody.
Hello, hello, hello. I was trying to swallow, y'all. Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. How are you, Brother Thomas? That is a lot.
Um, I'm here.
You're here?
I'm here. I just had to get the.
Hello, hello. Hello, everybody that is in chat. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Tiffany, Angie, Carla, what's going on, y'all? Ooh, heartburn, y'all. I just like scarfed down some Wendy's, so. Well, okay. Woo! What the? What up? What up? What up? Maruta. Maruta, Maruta. What's going on? All right, guys. It is Wednesdays, and on Wednesdays, we look at the window within. Thomas does the conscious, I do the subconscious. We look at that shadow work a little bit differently. Tonight, we are going to be working on a spread that is scrolling at the bottom that Thomas did come up with. Maruta, your hostess, has opened the door. So when you are ready, all you have to do is put me in chat, and Maruta will grab you and she will get you lined up and in a spot. And once you're in a spot, your seat is saved. If you need to step away, if you need to answer the phone, if you need to go to another room, whatever the situation may be, and you still want your read, all you have to do is let her know and she can hold your spot. With that being said, Brother Thomas, while we are waiting, since the door and list is open, how are you? Tell us about the spread you gave for us tonight.
I'm doing fine. Just a little tired. I haven't had my third nap in today, so I might be fighting heavy eyelids here in the chair. Um,
Sorry.
but we have our spread today called the Anchor, and
Hmm. Where
it's
my camera go to go this way?
what's holding
Nope.
you back?
Go this way.
Why did we cling to it?
I
And
think
how
you're
did
good
that
now.
go?
Yep,
So
you're good.
it's
Yep, you're good.
three different cards, and it's all part of the same message. Um, some of us just get
Way back.
um, fixated on one thing that keeps us in one spot for a while, and we just need to find out why we stay there and how we can let go.
Fridge,
What?
are you done for the day?
Yeah,
Fridge?
yeah. Distractions, distractions. No, it's all good. All right. So for those of you that want to keep up with the
Okay.
with the prompts tonight, it is scrolling across the bottom. If you want to write it down in your journal. Woo! Tonight I am working with 4 decks. Squirrel! Squirrel! Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
So we've had probably about a week of beautiful days. We had a little rain over the weekend, but nothing much. The visitor cat on the porch seems to be gone.
Oh,
I think he was there like during the cold to be by the window to get leaking heat and on a pillow to be comfortable.
oh, we have a list and hi, Queen of Moons. All right, let me see here. list. All right, list. All right. Maruda is on it. She's on it, Joe. So on this list, the first list, we have Tiffany, Angie. Tiffany and Angie. Okay. All right, I think I'm using this one first.
I'm using the Lubanco Tarot.
Ooh.
And Tiffany, what's holding you back? The Knight of Swords. It's clear thinking and decisiveness. So I think that you're getting caught up in your head, just kind of overthinking things, and you just get stuck there, and you can't move forward, even though the Knight of Swords is a card of movement. I think you're using it as indecisiveness. Why are you staying there? Got the Queen of Pentacles. I think that you've just gotten comfortable in your situation. You're not in any danger by not making decisions or moving forward. So you've just kind of sheltered yourself there and let others around you make decisions for you. Ultimately, you won't be happy if everybody else is making decisions for you. And how can you move away? It's the reverse Nine of Swords. So you need to have positive dreams, set some goals for yourself, say your affirmations, and then just trust in yourself that you can make the right decision to move ahead. And that's what I have for you, Tiffany.
Well, of course, you know I'm not ready. I'm never ready. I'm never ready.
That's a battery, right? Never ready batteries.
Oh my goodness. I truly have a pet peeve with this deck, and I love this deck, but I have a pet peeve. Oh my god, especially on days like today when it's like, now where are you? Okay, I found it. Never mind. Okay. All right. So your anchor. Okay. All right. So, well, I mean, I don't know, because if I'm looking at what I see, I would say that just by these cards, this is not, listen, this is not about you. I am not making assumptions. I don't know you, never met you. I don't know anything about you. I am looking at these 4 cards, and these 4 cards tell me that this person needs to completely needs to stop being maybe so dependent. This person needs to take some time for their self, really. Like, they need to not have to feel like they don't have financial freedom, right? So by the looks of it right here, unfollow him. He is not the root. You're obsessing. What that tells me, with it being in both of these in the reverse, ahoy, meaning you, meaning anchor in itself, and then the healing in reverse paired with this one might tell me that there is a need for some form of freedom to be cast coming in. This part over here, right? What are we letting go of? Well, the ability to understand that we can let go of the past. We can have a cutoff game, but when we can't remember what we're cutting off, we have a tendency to repeat the past a lot. And we tend to realize that once we cut it out, we might have needed it. So we are cutting off a very powerful witch in our bloodline, even though we're not the greatest of healing. We'd rather cut off our ancestry than cut off what isn't serving us, what is possibly unhealthy to us, right? So I want you to find some freedom from having any kind of codependency just by these cards. Take what applies, what doesn't apply, leave it right here on this little screen. And I love you, and come back and I will read for you anytime. You know that's what I got for you. I'm like burning up. Oh my God, I'm burning up. I'm hot. Turn on the fan, please.
Angie, how are you tonight? I see you were here early, playing in the comments.
I need a fan. I need a fan. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. Okay.
Angie, what holds you back? We have the reversed Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is self-imprisonment. If it's reversed, you're totally uninhibited and out there, and it can appear to other people that you're very maybe too spontaneous for them, maybe a little too honest, and so you've dropped all your filters, and sometimes we need those filters to be palatable to the rest of society. What's keeping you there? The Six of Wands. So that's that victory. It's worked for you in the past, so you're clinging to it, and it seemed to have worked for you to the betterment of what you can see in the world around you with your blinders on. And sometimes when we have blinders on, we are very we keep to ourselves, and we only see what we want to see because we apply the filter of the blinders, and that's the way how we make our way forward without being distracted. What can get you unstuck? How to let go? We have the reverse Ten of Wands. So you need to shed burdens. So if you're picking up burdens for yourself, if you're picking up burdens for the rest of the family, your coworkers, you need to let them do their own work. Don't shoulder the load for everybody else. You can see that you're near the goal site, so you can easily put those loads down and say, hey, I carried you up to this point. Time to carry your own load and take it from here, because I can't take my load of burdens plus everybody else's load of burdens. I've got to let go of something. So that's what I have for you, Angie. Thank you. Hello, Miss Tarot D. And Josh.
New list, right?
Yep.
All right. Angie. So subconsciously, this is I'd say that this is good. I'd say this is exactly where I would want to see the subconscious in this kind of spread. Only because when we have to think about what an anchor is, an anchor has to carry us in times and we don't even know we need an anchor in subconsciously, right? We create places and walls and spaces that aren't always convenient. They're definitely never really a safe place. They're more a place out of stress or anxiety or fear or uncertainty or pain, never really out of security, right? So for me to be able to say subconsciously, I'm going to need you to leave the bar exactly where it's at right now for you, because you're exactly where you need to be. And you need to be all the way exactly where you're at. You need to be uncomfortable. You need to be a little bit unsure of what's going to happen. You need to be unapologetic. You need to just be you. Being you, being present, being able to be outside in your weirdness and know that you're exactly where you need to be. You're not going to lower your bar for anybody, and you're not trying to set the bar too high to where it's an unreachable goal. You're now setting reachable goals. And for that to be an anchor, I absolutely can appreciate that, because you are not living outside of your means. Huh? What? Did you say something?
No, I just cleared my throat. I'm sorry.
Um, you're not living in goals that can't be met, right? So those very realistic goals that you're having and keeping in the subconscious tells me that it's worth the celebration. It's worth every teeny tiny little win. Even if it doesn't seem like a win right then and there, or it doesn't seem like a very big win, it's absolutely a win all the way around. So your anchor is something that's very healthy, and it's in a comfortable, strong place. Confidence looks very good on someone when they're doing some true internal healing, and your light is nice and bright. So it looks really good on my side. That's what I got for you. Queen of Moons.
Is Miles with you, or did he go off and see Jonathan, or?
As far as I know, I think he's with Jonathan. Uh, but then again, I don't know. I know one of his charges does live in Canada, and I do believe that they might have been one of the victims at the shootout that was just happened, I think yesterday, maybe it was today. Honestly, I don't know. It's been an incredibly weird week for energy for me. And Miles hasn't been here a whole lot. So, yeah, no, I do believe if he's not with Jonathan, I do believe he's still in Canada. But yeah, no, he's not with me, not tonight.
The Queen of the Moons. Welcome here. I've not seen you before, or if I have, I've forgotten. I do sleep a lot. Clear memory.
No, really?
So, what holds you back, Queen of the Moons? We have Queen of Wands here. And the Queen of Wands is that fiery queen that speaks her mind, that is ultimately full of passion. And when mama ain't happy, no one's happy. You ever hear that? So I think that's the energy that can stick you at points. How do you get rid of it? The Page of Cups. You want to have you want to learn how to love with your soul, and you have passions, you have desires, And until you learn yourself what you like and don't like, you're going to be stuck in that space. What makes you move on? The Five of Cups reversed. So once you have those wins after losses, they can encourage you to take that next step and just keep on doing one step at a time. You know, you can't eat an elephant all in one sitting. You have to eat the elephant one bite at a time. May take you a while, but you'll finally get all the way through eating the elephant. And that's what I have for you, Queen of Moons.
So when I was sitting in a 6x6 that I put myself in, the only thing I kept wondering is how in the fuck is Hershey gonna get Hershey out of this shit? Oh boy, I literally put myself in a 6x6. How do I get me out of here? And I tried all the little pretending shit. I tried all the pacifying shit. I tried all of the bullshit. None of it was working. Mm-mm. They had about enough of my shit and they weren't taking my shit anymore. I had to truly figure out why I was my own worst enemy, why I was holding myself back, and why I was the only one that could get me out of the 6x6 I put myself in. Now, for you, when it comes to your anchor, and why don't you always recognize it? Because the part of it that holds you back from seeing and recognizing the anchor is you yourself. The inner voice, you. When you don't quite fully want to listen, you may think you're hearing this or you may think you're hearing that, but the only part that you're truly 100% denying is that you're hearing anything at all. You're just pretending like it's not even there, going in one ear and out the other when it comes to those valuable lessons, right? I'm not saying this because I know you, because I don't know anything about you, right? So to look at these cards, what I see is I see somebody that isn't scared to talk. Do you see this inner voice? In the upright position, this is a person that when they go outside of their own home or they step out in the public's eye, they wear a mask and they wear it real well. But that subconscious, it's not in the right position. It's in the challenge position because this person isn't comfortable with their self. This person isn't real comfortable with standing in a mirror. I recognize this person because this person would rather preserve the past than actually not worry about what the past looks like until the lesson is actually learned. They'd rather preserve it than learn from it, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with preserving the past, but when you can't use it in the present, you need to let go of the past images of something, the past memories of something. Nostalgia only gets you so far. You have got to let go of it. And the other thing I would say about you not being able to find your anchor and why you cling to it is because sometimes you are loving people that do not want to share very well. They're probably quite stingy. And if they won't share their potato chips with you at a table that you both share, then they're not going to want to share their heart. They're not going to want to share their mind, their thoughts, their words, their compassion, their time even. They're not going to want to share much of anything with you. So what I would say to this person that's looking for their anchor, and by that I hope I'm reaching you, I would say that put your past literally where it's at, clean up what you can about it, hold tight what you want that you remember in a good way, but move forward for you and you alone, because people that are sitting at your table may not want you to succeed as much as you do, and you need you more than they need you. So learn to let go of things that are holding you down, or holding you back, or weighing you down, so that you can find the anchor that is hidden within you. And then once you actually find it, listen to it and stop dismissing it. That's what I've got for you.
We're gonna pause here for a little bit and beg for people to say me so we can keep this going.
All
Up
right, we
next
got Josh.
is Josh.
Yep, we got Josh, and then I think we are caught up.
So Josh, a little bit of truth here. What holds you back? We've got the King of Swords, so we've got authority figures, and from what I know about Josh is he does move to his own drummer and does not necessarily enjoy when um, a rigid set of rules around him. So, Josh, try not to fight authority. You know, live within the rule books, so you don't have to get yourself into trouble. What's keeping you there? We have the reverse Four of Wands, and the regular Four of Wands is all about stability and strong foundations. And so now that we're in the reverse Four of Wands energy, there's instability, a lot of chaos. It's you think that you're going it alone. There's no gang of three others to help you along the way. You're just um, tipping windmills sometimes. And what can help you let it go? You've got the Lover's card. And first of all, to be a good lover, you got to love yourself. So make sure that you're loving yourself before you go out and find um, a partner or somebody who has like-minded interests as you, to help you win these battles. They're not life and death battles. They're just battles of the conscious for you. So I hope that you can find some more stable ground, not fight or buck the systems that are in place. Try to find a way to work within them, and if you can't do it alone, find that other being that has like-minded things and beliefs and value systems with you to help you get past it. And that's what I have for you, Josh. Thank you.
So, so I would say that your anchor for you is that you get wound up really easily, right? So when you think about what it is to get wound up, hold on 1 second, let me grab this. Um,
Aaron, I haven't seen you for a while. Welcome back. It's at 8:29 Hershey. Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so so when we get wound up and when we get caught up in the moments, it's like we become our own jewelry box, right? So in this situation, being Laurel's jewelry box is fine, except for the fact that it is lost and missing and presumed to be stolen pretty much the entire time. So it's this object that loots everybody, right? Because at one point it existed, and every now and again you can faintly hear the music box. Or do you? Well, you're the only one that can hear your jewelry box. But what I'm saying is that you need to change the tune because your jewelry box is wound a little too tightly. When we are in the challenge position, it's there because you feel like something isn't right. There's some puzzle pieces that just ain't fitting. And yeah, it happens sometimes. But sometimes we have to learn to figure out why is it happening. There's something you have to usually go deeper and you have to figure it out. When you're scratching the surface and the surface ain't fixing it, it's because you're usually only scratching the surface. So you're going to have to literally dig deeper. You're going to have to find the best version of you, but apparently that best version of you is not right now and is not today. It's inside of you. It's deeply hidden. And eventually you will find it and you will feel like your anchor is finally ready to be freed so that you can be freed. But right now it doesn't look like you're ready. So I'd say keep digging for a little while longer. By the looks of this, you're not digging deep enough. That's what I've got for you.
We're so happy that you chose to be with us tonight instead of watching figure skating.
Oh,
We're somewhere much more elegant to look at than
never.
graceful people on ice doing things that are physically impossible for us to do.
You did have reminded me.
I so am not graceful enough. So not graceful enough. All right, Aaron is up.
Aaron, welcome back. It's a long time no see. So glad you found us again. Um, we weren't lost, and maybe you weren't lost. Maybe you were not happy with us, not happy with me. Uh, but glad to see you, and glad you asked
We're
for.
really just busy with life. Like, why is somebody got to be unhappy here?
Yeah.
We do
Well,
not go to negative places.
if you're busy as a human doing, you're less busy as a human being. So, what keeps you anchored? We have the Page of Pentacles reversed. So, being the page, he is a student. Maybe you think you learned all that you can about material surroundings and possessions around you. But maybe you've matured and you've looked around and you're seeing that it might be something that no longer aligns with what you wanted at the time you attained or worked to attain those goals. What keeps you here? We have the reverse Three of Cups, and our muses are turned upside down, and so that's not a celebration. That's a celebration of disappointment. And sometimes if you're not happy, you don't have the courage to move forward in things, or you need to find your tribe to help motivate you. But if they're all in that upside down disappointment phase, nobody wants to move forward. And what helps you to let go? The Page of Swords. So I think that you need the lesson of clarity to help you keep going. Clarity of thought, clarity of mind, and just seeing all situations for what they are and not how we perceive our own lives, because we wear rose-colored glasses at times. And that's what I have for you, Aaron. Thank you.
I like, I kind of think it seems like it's not a practiced situation when one, the conscious, which is Brother Thomas, he can really dive into those tarot cards differently than a lot of other people just because he's got a couple decades on a lot of people when it comes to understanding them, right? But then you have the subconscious part, and not a lot of people read the patterns because they think the subconscious has this loud voice and it's just overbearing and sometimes vulgar even, right? Because it holds all this negative and bad and hurt. But sometimes it does it because it doesn't know how to release it. So for me to see the patterns, it's because I've usually done it myself. And it's a pattern that I was reluctant to get rid of, or I couldn't wait to break that habit because it wasn't getting me anywhere. Right. But what I can say is to those that come consistently and really truly do the work, no matter how ugly it was or how hard it was or how long it happened, or realizing that after so long they went from being the victim to being the victimizer sometimes. Whatever the story was, you didn't give up. You didn't just scratch the surface and realize that it hurt. Sometimes we really get into that subconscious and we really decode ourselves. Decoding ourselves helps us find out things that we learned so long ago. Now we get an opportunity to find it useful or to let it go. We aren't using it anyway. It's dead weight we're carrying around. But what I can say is that sometimes there's opportunities that come around and say, my outside looks crazy. Because it might. You might have a crazy life. You might have a crazy present career where you're traveling or you're responsible for this, that, or the other, or maybe you're some kind of traveling nurse and you're crazy busy all the time, and maybe you're the best bartender because you're the best mixologist on the east side of the Mississippi. Well, hell, nobody knows, but maybe your present doesn't always have to represent that subconscious, right? My subconscious is in control, right? And so is yours. You stopped giving your spiritual energy to idiots. You stopped giving your time away to people that weren't serving. You stopped giving anything away that was serving you. You got rid of the detrimental. You stopped it. You found a place that had a lot of caffeine and you kept it moving. You kept it neutral. When you found a place that was neutral, you sacrificed nothing for it because that peace is priceless. And no matter where you have to go to get to that neutral place that doesn't look at you funny, it doesn't judge you, it doesn't do anything but just say, there's a seat over there. You want something warm? It's cold outside. This place is inviting. This place is deserving of people that have those iffy, questionable backgrounds. Because someone like us, if we can change, anyone can change. And I do mean anyone. You found a way to share what used to destroy. And because of that, because of having a spot where there's no judgment, where you don't have to do anything extraordinary to be there, you just gotta be there. That's it, and that's all. And because you found a way to share what used to be chaos, now you show that it can be controlled. Your past is what it was and what it will always be, but it's also back there. It's nowhere in the front. It's nowhere in the present. It's nowhere in the current. So I love when the two reads don't go anywhere alike because it's that subconscious that throws all of those red flags and lessons out there. And when you're not getting them and you're receiving blessings, whether it's a little teeny tiny blessing the size of a mustard seed, or it is a giant blessing the size of a tiny house, whatever it is, it's yours. And you have found a way to celebrate it. All of them. The good, the bad, and the ugly. You accept all of you. And that's a good thing. Your anchor is you, and you found you. You're in a good place in your subconscious. That's what I've got.
So we got another list. Inspree and Hypnicity are added on to the end.
Hey now. Okay. Okay.
Or maybe it's Inspire.
I didn't. Spree. Wah, 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 wah. La, 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 la.
So, Inspree, what keeps you anchored? The reverse Eight of Wands. If you've got the upright Eight of Wands energy, you've got movement all in one direction. When you're upside down in that, it's movement in many directions, and your attention's pulled this way and that way and the other way, and there's no way to go all those directions at one time. So that'll keep you stuck and anchored in spot. I think we've had all the pages here. What keeps you there is the Page of Wands. Again, we've got that student of creativity. You got that Wands passion and fire and creative energy. And sometimes people get comfortable in the heat of the fire. You may be sitting around the fire telling stories in the winter, and your front side's nice and warm and toasty. Your backside feels a little cool from the autumn air or the winter air behind you. But the stories and the camaraderie of the campfire circle and the telling of the tales, we are social creatures and we are drawn to social situations. And so we tend to linger in the comfort of others at times. And what helps you move on is the Nine of Cups energy. And the Nine of Cups energy is those emotional fulfillments. When you feel emotionally fulfilled and you're not in fight or flight fear mode, you are comfortable, and with all those cups around you, you've got the abundance but not the flood of emotional stability. And so that's where you're at the moment on the conscious side. Inspree, thank you.
So I'd have to say that because subconsciously your anchor that okay, all right, so here's how I'm gonna have to say it. All right, so I'm I like to sometimes not be nosy, right? But sometimes my guides have a tendency of being a little bit nosy, especially when there are things that they like and things that they don't like, right? Because they want to know more, right? Well, let's just be glad that like this is a night where we don't have oh nosy Miles. What I can say is that he would see these cards and he would say, "Well, I need to know more." And I'd be here for, oh, I don't know, another 15, 20, 30 minutes or so. But I'm grateful because listen, the shortest, easiest way I can say it is sometimes we get caught up in what other people are saying, and we can even become influenced by other people. Now, that isn't always the healthiest when those people may be sirens. Those people may be telling us shit that is not absolutely fact. They may be telling us shit that is fit for them, but not maybe possibly fit for you and your situation. It'll never be for you and your situation. You cling to it because you're not understanding that not everybody is serving of you. Sometimes you wonder if you're supposed to take everybody with you or who you're supposed to take or who you're not supposed to take. Let the universe decide it for you. You don't have to make those decisions. None of us do. We think we do, but guess what? Life itself removes people. And sometimes we get on our beefies about it and we don't like it because we like that person and we want to be with that person. But life says, let them go. They can't go with you. But sometimes we don't want to let them go. And we have to learn a lot of hard lessons the hard way because we don't want to let go of someone the universe is clearly saying, let him go, let go, let go, let go. That's that 2-year-old that you're constantly going, I said, let go, stop, don't, quit it, put that down. You have got to sometimes let go of things. So in this situation, you let it go by simply realizing that they are not meant for you and start telling yourself, ooh, that's hot. When you realize this person is not meant for you, no matter who they are, start looking at them like a hot iron, a hot skillet, something that can burn you, something that will hurt you if you leave your hand on it for too long or if you touch it, even for a second. Turn that eye up to 1,000 so that it burns and you feel a heat just walking past it. And remember the lessons. You can even wave and smile and say, I see you, but I don't see you. But you have got to start learning that not everybody is meant. And until you learn that, you may not understand why your anchor is holding you back, which all of us, our anchor is us. And you're holding yourself back because not everybody in your life right now is meant for you. Future you. That's what I've got for you.
Well, and those sirens, they sing such a sweet, sweet song. They encourage you to come closer and wreck your ship. And wreck your ship, and you're stuck.
Every time.
Hypnicity, how are you tonight? Thanks.
Hi, beautiful. Hi, beautiful.
And we've got our scroll on the bottom telling about the spread and the 3 cards in it. And what holds you back? Hypnicity. We've got the Queen of Cups. I think your tendencies to be super emotional at times can muddy the waters and not allow you to make decisions on a rational basis. You've got too many feels in the way that you can't see reason. You can't figure out the patterns that would be most beneficial to you. And why do I say that? What holds you there? We've got the Seven of Cups. We've got that confusion card. And the Seven of Cups, just like the Wheel of Fortune, you may see some good things and may see some bad things in those cups, but neither is good nor bad. It's all balance. If you take something that's slightly a plus for you this time, maybe the next time you take something that's slightly a minus for you next time. It's all balance. And until you find that balance, you're going to be stuck where you're at. And what can make you move on? We've got the Two of Wands, and that's the card of making plans. We've heard the saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. The Two of Wands wants you to make goals and wants you to make realistic goals, not goals that are so far ahead of you. Like I couldn't be a person who makes rocket ships and says we want to colonize the moon within 50 years or colonize Mars. I just couldn't do it. But there are people out there that have the vision and have the opportunities and the uber wealth to do it. And that's fine. I just don't have a means of making such lofty goals attainable. So as long as you keep your goals within something that's attainable for you, Hypnicity, that will help you move on. And thank you for being here.
The last call has been sent. That is 30 seconds, y'all. If you want in there, Marita has done last call. So you have 30 seconds. So the Jerpity clock is ticking. Okay, anyway. Alrighty. So trying to think. I think it is my spiritual as fuck deck that says that if you have to ask your tarot deck if he's cheating, then you already know he's cheating, right? So this isn't that situation, but when I think of the anchor, which is us, right? When we think of that, number one, what's holding me back? Sometimes we trust divination tools that we can hold and shuffle more than we trust what we see with our own eyes, feel with our hands, touch, senses, gut, feet, left and right, 2 feet and a heartbeat. Sometimes we are looking to other things instead of, and it is hard for me to say that, but sometimes we don't need a tarot deck to tell us someone isn't doing right by us or something I'm doing isn't right or meant for me. I don't need a tarot deck to tell me if someone isn't meant for me. Sometimes I need to just let go, right? So stop looking for outside things to clarify answers. I know that doesn't always seem easy, but sometimes we just have to find things literally the old-fashioned way. So how are we going to do that? By literally letting go. I would say that if I didn't know any better, you would have a reason to hold on to grief, especially with you losing a friend recently, right? So if we were talking about grief, I would say that Uncle Fester, being how you would let go of it, would be to remember and celebrate everything that you used to laugh about and all of the crazy little things that used to be a great celebration, because Uncle Fester doesn't just show up all the time. And when he shows up, sometimes there's some orneriness involved, right? So you can think about why you cling to it in a healthy way when you think about it in a way like this, because it will also help you find some answers, right? But if you wonder why you're clinging to it and how you're going to let it go, you're literally going to let it go by walking away completely and not holding on to any part of it. Once it's gone completely. You can't have it lingering in the background anywhere if you want it to be done with you and you be done with it completely. So the only way to let go completely is to sever the complete connection once you heal from it. But you have got to heal from it. You can't leave those little sparks laying around and think that eventually they won't gain enough traction and electricity to where they will eventually spark back. So remember that the spark must be completely disconnected, or otherwise you will leave options open for it to come back. That's what I've got for you.
And thank you for sticking through with us and listening to each other's readings. If you didn't ask for a reading, maybe something resonated with you, take it if you want, leave it if it doesn't help. Just like a good counselor, psychiatrist, we want you to graduate and fire us eventually, but always come back and check in and do some maintenance, because sometimes we can't keep going on all on our own. Sometimes we got to have a reality check, and that would be your maintenance, coming back to us every 6 weeks, every two months, whatever you feel called to do.
Absolutely.
But we really love reading for you. We like to think that we're helping. You absolutely give us affirmation that we are. Something resonated with you, and the tactics suggested are working. You don't have to. This is not a prescription. It's just a guidebook.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so very much. If you made a donation, I'm sorry I'm on my phone right now, so I can't see it. So I personally thank you because I don't have access to my card yet. So every little bit helps keeping me going right now. So thank you. Um, Again, I guess we will see each other on Friday on my channel. Brother Thomas, what about you?
No plans here recently on this channel. I am doing some workups on the puzzle channel. Nothing life shattering. Just working on some small puzzles that I can actually do and get done, and see some progress on. Hershey gives private readings. I give private readings. If you wish to book a private reading, you get a more in-depth reading from us. Plus, we also record it if you want us to, and give you a link to it so you can watch it back at any time. Very affordable, in my opinion. Sometimes we just ask that you exchange the energy with somebody else.
It's happened a couple times. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Maruta, for holding us down and keeping everybody safe tonight while they reached out and got a read. I will see everybody on Friday. I love you guys. Good night.
Bye-bye, everyone.